The year is 2157. Earth's deep space exploration ship Pioneer Dawn discovers a strange energy rift near Jupiter's orbit. The rift pulses with unknown radiation that makes their instruments go wild. Captain Jake Miller leads a crew of 5 brave explorers. His team includes Tom, the ship engineer who loves fixing impossible problems; Lisa, a science officer who studies strange space things; Rick, the pilot who can fly through anything; Emma, the medic who keeps everyone alive; Ben, the soldier, who protects the team. The rift looks like a glowing crack in space itself. It's blue and white, spinning slowly. When they get close, their ship starts shaking. All the computers show error messages. The rift is calling to them somehow. Captain, I'm reading energy levels we've never seen before, Lisa says, looking at her screen with wide eyes. This thing could power Earth for 1,000 years. Jake studies the rift through the main window. It's beautiful, but scary. What do you think it is, Lisa? Maybe a doorway to another place. Or another time. The energy patterns don't match anything in our database. Tom works on the engines while the ship shakes. Captain, the rift is pulling us in. Our engines can't fight it much longer. Jake has to make a choice. They can try to escape and go home to report what they found. Or they can let the rift take them and see where it leads. His crew looks at him, waiting. We came out here to explore the unknown, Jake says. This is the most unknown thing humans have ever found. Rick grips the controls. If we go through, we might not come back. Emma checks her medical equipment. But if we don't, we'll always wonder what was on the other side. Ben loads his weapons. I say we take the risk. Earth needs to know what's out here. The rift grows bigger. It's like a hungry mouth made of light. The ship's metal walls start glowing from the strange energy. Everyone can feel something changing inside their bodies. The energy is doing something to them. All right, crew, Jake says. We're going through. Hold on tight. Rick stops fighting the pull. The Pioneer Dawn flies straight into the rift. Everything turns white. The crew feels like they're being stretched and squeezed at the same time. Time moves funny. They see colors that don't have names. Then everything goes black when they wake. Up, they're in a different place. The rift is behind them, but now it's red instead of blue. In front of them is a solar system with 3 suns. Planets orbit in strange patterns. Everything looks ancient and powerful. Where are we? Emma asks, feeling dizzy. Lisa checks her instruments. We're not in our galaxy anymore. The star patterns are completely different. We might be millions of light years from home. As they explore this new place, strange things start happening to the crew. Tom touches a broken piece of alien metal and suddenly knows how to fix it without tools. Lisa looks at alien writing and can read it perfectly. Rick feels the ship's engines in his mind and can control them just by thinking. Emma realizes she can heal small cuts just by touching them. Ben discovers he can sense danger before it happens. Jake finds he can understand any language instantly. Something happened to us in that rift, Jake says. We're different now. They don't know it yet, but the rift was a test. It was created long ago by an ancient race that wanted to find worthy beings. The rifts changed their human bodies, giving them abilities that seem impossible. But they're not alone in this new galaxy. As they explore, they pick up radio signals. There are alien civilizations here. Some sound friendly. Others sound very dangerous. The crew of the Pioneer Dawn has become something new. They're still human, but they're also more than human. They have powers that will seem like magic to everyone they meet. Their journey home will be long and dangerous. They will meet alien races that have never seen humans before. Some will fear them. Others will worship them. And some will try to destroy them. But first, they need to understand what they've become. The rift didn't just transport them to a new place. It transformed them into something the galaxy has never seen before. The age of human expansion into the stars is about to begin. And it will start with 5 people who jumped through a rift and came back with the power of gods. Asterisk. 3 days pass in the strange new galaxy. The crew learns to control their new powers. Jake can speak to the ship's computer with his mind. Tom fixes complex alien machines just by touching them. Lisa reads star maps from dead civilizations, like their children's books. Their first contact comes from a distress signal. "Captain, I'm picking up a weak transmission," Rick says. His new abilities let him hear radio waves across impossible distances. Someone's in trouble about 2 hours away. The signal comes from a small blue planet. When they arrive, they see a beautiful world covered in purple oceans and silver cities. But something is wrong. Dark ships circle the planet like hungry wolves. "Those are warships," Ben says. His danger sense is screaming. The planet is under attack. Lisa studies the alien ships through their sensors. The attackers have technology about 200 years behind Earth standard. But there are so many of them. Jake makes a decision that will change everything. We can't just watch. Send a message to the planet. Tell them we want to help. The planet's response comes quickly. A face appears on their screen, humanoid but with green skin and large silver eyes. The alien looks desperate and afraid. "Unknown ship. I am Commander Dex of the Kolar Defense Force. Our world is dying. The Gray Fleet has surrounded us for 3 months. We cannot break their blockade. Our people are starving." Jake steps forward. The alien's language sounds strange, but Jake understands every word perfectly. When he speaks, the translator makes. His words sound like perfect Kolar language. "Commander Dex, this is Captain Jake Miller of Earth. We're here to help." Dex's eyes go wide. "Earth? We have never heard of your people. But you speak our ancient tongue perfectly. How is this possible?" Jake doesn't know how to explain. "We have ... special abilities. Can we land on your planet? The Gray Fleet will destroy you if you try. They have 500 warships. You have only 1 small vessel." Tom grins and touches the ship's hull. Suddenly, the Pioneer Dawn starts changing. The metal flows like water, growing bigger and stronger. Weapons appear that Earth has never invented. The ship becomes something magnificent and terrible. "Let them try," Jake says. The Gray Fleet attacks as soon as they enter the planet's atmosphere. Hundreds of enemy ships fire energy weapons and missiles. The Pioneer Dawn should be destroyed instantly. Instead, something impossible happens. Rick doesn't even touch the controls. He thinks about dodging, and the ship dances between enemy fire like a leaf in the wind. Tom thinks about shields, and energy barriers appear around them that nothing can break. Emma reaches out with her mind, and somehow knows exactly where every enemy ship will be. Ben's danger sense guides their weapons to hit targets they can't even see. The Gray Fleet's commanders watch in terror as one small ship destroys dozens of their warships. The human vessel moves like it's alive. Its weapons fire like bolts of lightning. Nothing they do can hurt it. "Impossible," whispers Admiral Vex of the Gray Fleet. What manner of beings are these? On the planet below, millions of Kolar people watch the sky in amazement. They see their saviors perform miracles that their science cannot explain. The humans fight like gods of war from their oldest legends. In just 1 hour, the entire Gray Fleet retreats or burns as wreckage in space. Commander Dex contacts them again. His voice shakes with awe. "Who are you? What are you? No race in this galaxy has such power. Are you the Ancient Ones returned?" Jake doesn't understand what Dex means about Ancient Ones. "We're just humans from Earth. We want to help your people." When they land on the planet, thousands of Kolar gather to see them. The aliens whisper among themselves in fear and wonder. They have never seen beings who can do impossible things so easily. An old Kolar priest approaches Jake. Great One, you speak the first language that only gods know. You fight with the power of stars. You must be the makers who went beyond the Great Barrier long ago. We're not gods, Jake says. We're explorers. But the Kolar don't believe him. To them, humans are magical beings with divine power. They build shrines and offer prayers. They beg the humans to stay and protect them forever. The crew realizes something important. In this galaxy, they are not just humans anymore. They are legends walking among mortals. Their technology and abilities are so advanced that aliens see them as gods. But with great power comes great responsibility. And somewhere in this galaxy, other forces are taking notice of the magical. Humans who just destroyed an entire fleet. The age of human mythology in space has begun. After helping the Kolar people, the crew stays on their planet for a week. The aliens treat them like living gods. They build temples and sing songs about the skywalkers from Earth. But Jake feels uncomfortable with all the worship. We need answers, Jake tells his crew. Why do these aliens keep talking about ancient ones? And what's this Great Barrier they mentioned? Lisa has been studying Kolar history in their great libraries. Her new abilities let her read their ancient texts instantly. Captain, I found something amazing. According to their oldest records, there was a race called the Builders who created the rifts millions of years ago. The crew gathers in the ship's meeting room. Lisa shows them holographic images from Kolar historical records. The Builders were incredibly advanced. They could travel between galaxies and bend reality itself. But they disappeared long ago after creating something called the testing gates. Tom looks at the ancient images. Testing gates? You mean like the rift we came through? Exactly. The rifts were tests to find worthy races. The Builders wanted to find people who could handle great power without destroying themselves. Emma studies medical scans she took of the crew. So when we went through the rift, it changed our bodies and minds. It made us into something the Builders were looking for. Ben checks his weapons. But where did the Builders go? Are they still out there somewhere? Before Lisa can answer, alarms ring through the ship. Rick's enhanced senses pick up massive energy signatures approaching the planet. Captain, we have company. Big company. Through the viewports, they see an enormous fleet entering the system. The ships are black as space and shaped like giant arrows. There are hundreds of them, each one larger than a city. Commander Dex contacts them in panic. Skywalkers, you must flee. The Shadow Empire has come. They are the most powerful force in the galaxy. A new voice cuts through their communications. It's cold and mechanical. Humans of Earth, I am Supreme Commander Kane of the Shadow Empire. You will surrender immediately. Jake stands tall. We don't surrender to anyone. What do you want? You possess the powers of the Builders. Such abilities belong to us. You will serve the Empire, or you will die. The Shadow Empire fleet spreads out around the planet. Their ships are covered in weapons that could destroy entire worlds. The Kolar people hide in terror, but something strange happens when the shadow ships try to attack. Their weapons bounce off an invisible shield around the planet. The humans didn't create this shield. It appeared by itself. Lisa's eyes go wide as she reads her instruments. Captain, the planet's core is generating this shield. It's responding to our presence. The Builders left protection systems that activate when their chosen ones are threatened. Tom touches the ship's controls and suddenly understands. The whole planet is a Builder artifact. The Kolar don't know it, but they've been living on an ancient testing site. Supreme Commander Kane's voice fills with anger. Impossible. Builder technology was destroyed eons ago. Jake smiles. Maybe you don't know as much as you think. The crew discovers they can control the planet's ancient systems just by thinking about it. Massive energy cannons rise from the ground. Space elevators extend toward the sky. Defense platforms materialize from thin air. The Shadow Empire finds itself facing technology that's millions of years more advanced than theirs. Their great fleet becomes helpless against builder defenses. But the most shocking discovery comes when Lisa accesses the planet's central computer. The holographic image of a builder appears, tall, graceful, with eyes like stars. "Greetings, children of Earth," the builder says. "I am Keeper Prime, last guardian of the testing gates. You have passed the first trial." Jake steps forward. "First trial? There are more?" "The rifts scattered your kind across the galaxy for a purpose. Each group faces different challenges. Only those who learn wisdom along with power can claim the builder inheritance." Emma asks the question they're all thinking. What inheritance? The knowledge to create new worlds. The ability to travel between dimensions. The power to guide younger races toward enlightenment instead of destruction. The builder's image flickers. But beware. The Shadow Empire seeks to corrupt builder technology for conquest. They have already captured some of your people from other rifts. You must find and free them. Ben's danger sense activates. How many of us are out there? 12 ships entered rifts on the same day. Only 5 crews remain free. The rest serve the Empire against their will. Jake feels the weight of responsibility settle on his shoulders. They're not just explorers anymore. They're the last hope for captured humans and oppressed alien races across the galaxy. The age of human gods has begun. But godhood comes with a price that might be too high to pay. The Shadow Empire retreats. But Supreme Commander Kane sends a message across the galaxy. All ships, all fleets, hunt down the humans. Capture them alive. Use any force necessary. Jake and his crew realize they've started something huge. The Empire controls half the galaxy through fear and superior technology. Now they see humans as the biggest threat to their power. "We can't hide forever," Jake tells his crew. "We need to find our people and stop this empire before they destroy everything." Using builder technology, Lisa tracks the locations of other human crews. The news is bad. 3 crews are being held on the Empire capital world. 2 more are trapped on mining planets. The others ... double quotes. She pauses. The others might be dead. The war begins when the crew attacks their first Imperial prison. The planet Nexer holds 2 human crews in an underground facility. The Empire uses their captured humans to power ancient builder machines they don't understand. When the Pioneer Dawn approaches Nexer, they face a fleet of 1,000 Imperial warships. The odds should be impossible, but the humans have learned to work as one mind. Tom merges his engineering abilities with the ship's systems. Rick becomes the ship itself, feeling every bolt and wire. Lisa predicts enemy movements before they happen. Emma heals the ship's damage instantly. Ben's combat instincts guide their weapons with perfect accuracy. The battle is like watching gods fight mortals. The Imperial fleet throws everything they need. Have it one small human ship. Nuclear missiles, energy cannons, gravity bombs. Nothing works. The Pioneer Dawn moves through the attack like it's dancing. Every shot it fires destroys multiple enemy vessels. Admiral Voss commands the Imperial defense. He watches his mighty fleet burn and can't believe what he's seeing. How is one ship destroying my entire armada? What manner of devils are these humans? In just 2 hours, the Imperial fleet is space debris. The humans land on Nexer and assault the prison facility. Inside, they find their fellow humans locked in metal chambers connected to builder machines. The prisoners look sick and tired. The Empire has been draining their power to run their technology. Jake, is that really you? Captain Maria Santos of the Deep Explorer can barely stand. The Empire has used her abilities to power their weapons for months. We're here to get you out, Jake says, ripping the machines apart with his bare hands. The metal tears like paper, but as they rescue their people, they discover the horrible truth. The Empire isn't just using human power for weapons. They're trying to breed humans like cattle. They want to create an army of humans under Imperial control. There are children here, Emma whispers, finding young humans born in captivity. They've never seen Earth. They don't even know they're human. The rescue becomes something more. Jake realizes they can't just save their people and leave. The Empire will continue hunting humans across the galaxy. They'll enslave or kill every human they find. We end this now, Jake declares. No more running. No more hiding. The war spreads across dozens of star systems. Every human crew becomes a one-ship fleet capable of destroying entire armadas. The Empire's vast military might means nothing against beings who can bend reality with their thoughts, but the Empire fights back with cunning instead of strength. Supreme Commander Kane starts using alien populations as shields. He puts Imperial bases inside civilian cities. He threatens to destroy entire worlds if humans attack. You want to be heroes? Kane broadcasts across the galaxy. Then watch billions die because of your rebellion. This creates the war's greatest challenge. The humans have the power of gods, but they also have human hearts. They can't save their people by becoming monsters. Emma finds the solution. Her healing abilities work on minds as well as bodies. She can free enslaved populations from Imperial mental conditioning. Tom learns to disable Imperial technology without destroying cities. Lisa predicts ways to evacuate civilians before battles. The war becomes a race between Imperial cruelty and human compassion. Every victory costs the Empire more than ships and soldiers. They lose the fear that holds their empire together. Across the galaxy, alien races start believing in something new. They see humans fight not for conquest, but for freedom. They watch gods choose mercy over power. The Imperial Senate begins to fracture. Some worlds declare independence. Others ask humans for protection. The 1,000-year Shadow Empire starts, collapsing from within. But Supreme Commander Kane has one final weapon. He's found the Builder homeworld, and on it, a weapon that could destroy every human in the galaxy with the push of a button. The final battle will determine whether humans become the galaxy's saviors or its final victims. The Builder homeworld sits at the center of the galaxy, hidden behind layers of space-time that only gods can cross. Supreme Commander Kane has taken his remaining fleet there, along with the ultimate weapon, a device that can reverse the rift, transformations, and turn humans back into ordinary mortals. All 12 human crews unite for the final battle. They've rescued everyone they could find. Now they face their greatest test. The homeworld is beautiful and terrible. Cities of crystal float in the sky. Oceans flow upward in impossible spirals. At the planet's heart stands a massive tower that reaches beyond the atmosphere, the control spire where the builders once ruled reality itself. There, Lisa says, reading energy patterns that hurt to look at. Kane has the reversal engine at the tower's peak. If he activates it, every human in the galaxy becomes powerless. Jake looks at his expanded crew, 12 captains and 60. Humans who have become legends. They've saved thousands of worlds and freed billions of people. Now they might lose everything. The battle begins in dimensions beyond normal space. Imperial ships phase in and out of reality using stolen builder technology. The humans respond by thinking their vessels into new forms, living ships that grow and adapt during combat. But Kane has prepared a trap. As the humans fight his fleet, he activates partial reversal fields. Some humans start losing their powers mid-battle. Their enhanced abilities flicker like dying flames. "He's testing the weapon," Tom shouts as his engineering skills fade in and out. Every pulse makes us weaker. The human fleet starts falling apart. Ships crash into the crystal cities. Captains who could once read enemy minds find themselves blind to danger. The advantage shifts to the Empire. But Emma makes a discovery that changes everything. When she tries to heal a wounded crewmate, she realizes something amazing. The human transformations didn't just come from the rifts. They came from nature itself. "The rifts didn't give us new abilities," she tells Jake. "They unlocked what was already inside us." Humans have always been builders, healers, explorers, protectors. The builders just helped us become what we were meant to be. This revelation spreads through the human crews telepathically. They stop relying on their enhanced powers and start using their human qualities. Tom fixes problems through determination and creativity. Rick flies through skill and intuition. Ben fights with courage and tactical thinking. The tide turns again. Kane's reversal weapon becomes useless because the humans aren't fighting like gods anymore. They're fighting like humans, and humans are harder to break than gods. The final confrontation happens inside the control spire. Jake faces Kane alone while their crews battle in the skies above. The Imperial commander is no longer fully human. He's used builder technology to transform himself into something cold and mechanical. "You could have ruled the galaxy," Kane says, his voice echoing from metal lips. "Instead, you chose to serve lesser beings. You threw away godhood for sentiment." Jake dodges energy blasts and broken reality. That's what makes us human. We care about others more than power. The fight destroys levels of the ancient tower. But Jake wins not through superior abilities, but through human stubbornness. He refuses to give up, even when Kane should have every advantage. With Kane defeated and the Imperial fleet scattered, the humans face their final choice. They could stay in this galaxy as rulers. Billions of aliens would worship them forever. They could build an empire of their own. Instead, they choose to go home. The journey back takes months, but they're no longer alone. Representatives from dozens of alien races travel with them. The galaxy wants to establish contact with Earth, the world that produces such remarkable beings. When they finally see the blue marble of Earth hanging in space, many of the crew cry. They've become something more than human, but Earth is still home. The return changes everything. Earth learns it's not alone in the universe. Humans discover they have a special destiny among the stars. The rescued alien children stay to build bridges between worlds. Jake stands on Earth's surface, feeling grass under his feet for the first time in years. His enhanced abilities are fading, but that's okay. He's learned the most important truth of all. Humanity's real power was never the abilities they gained from the rifts. It was their willingness to sacrifice for others, to choose mercy over vengeance, to remain human, even when they could become gods. The age of galactic exploration has begun, and it starts with ordinary people who jumped through a rift and returned with the greatest power of all, the knowledge that being human is enough. The stars are calling, and humanity is ready to answer.